Good morning, guys. I'm Jose Maria Lopez, and on today's topic, we are going to talk about individual sports or singular sports. And today I'm with Paula Granados. Good morning, Paula.
Morning, Jose.
First of all, on this podcast, I want to know about the opinion of Paula. So, what do you think, Paula?
That's a pretty good question. I think I like better team sports because when you're playing like with your friends or even when your team, I think you enjoy it more and you're having more fun than when you play a individual sport. But I cannot really talk about this because I've never played an individual sport. I would like to play tennis because when you know like you're working good, it's because of you because you're the only one that's doing the work. But I don't really know. I think team sports. What about you, Jose?
I've been involved in team sports and singular sports, and I can tell you that when you win on singular sports like wrestling, you know it's only because of yourself and the satisfaction of knowing that you're better than the other one, only because of you, your ability. It's pretty good, I think. But in sports like soccer, for example, it's like a different sensation because you know everyone gave it all and you win because of everyone and you celebrate with your coach and your friends and then you can go eat in a restaurant. It's a different situation. So, for example, in team sports and individual sports, both achieve athletic development, of course, and good character. However, the principles that dictate success relative to each are different. Individual sports foster mental toughness and personal mastery. Team sports teach kids to cooperate and teamwork, for lack of a better term. Both are valuable for kids to participate in, but I would like to take a minute to talk about some of the differences. It seems in our culture we focus popularly on team sports while still placing emphasis on the star player. Although this will probably guarantee a scholarship, it won't help on the field unless the team works together. Team sports teach kids how to cooperate with their peers and work together for a common goal, which they then get to celebrate. They learn hard lessons about sportsmanship and etiquette. Hopefully, they begin to understand the importance of knowing when to lead and knowing when to follow. I know personally growing up playing team sports and particularly as team captain throughout high school taught me that to lead was also to follow. You cannot successfully do one without the other. With team sports also comes the shared responsibility of not letting your teammates down. There comes a time when each player needs to be willing to put it all on the line for each other, where every team member needs to commit or it just won't work. There's nothing quite like sharing such a victory with your teammates. On the other hand, when it doesn't come together, it is time to learn that blaming others is not the answer. Team sports dilute the effect of the strongest players and diminish the effect of the worst players. No such luxury exists in an individual sport like weightlifting. In individual sports, you are your own competition. That is obviously not to say competing against other athletes isn't still the realization of training. It means that every time an athlete walks into the gym to train, they are there to try and do better than whatever their best was the day before. It requires an immense amount of focus, drive, passion, and discipline. There is nothing to hide behind, no one to fall back on. Athletes often experience plateaus in performance that can be trying to push through, and the pressure on competition day is in its own category. Personally, I never knew what I was capable of until my first weightlifting meet. Even after years of being an athlete, it is an experience I know I want to ever quit. From the moment the first time they walk into our gym, it is not about the kilos on the bar, it is about training for months to overcome physical obstacles and then overcoming the mental obstacles of stepping out on the platform and putting it all on the line. So, what do you think about this, Paula?
I think that I still like better mm, team sports. But yeah, do you want to do like what do you want to do when you grow up? You are gonna play any sport or something?
I mean, I play soccer, but I see soccer more as a hobby to see my friends. But I want to introduce myself in weightlifting competitions and wrestling. I can think I can mix both and be strong and win a lot of wrestling matches, and then doing weightlifting competitions to prove myself that I'm better than everyone. And that is for today. So thanks for everyone. Have a good time.
Thank you.